Okay, so today I thought it'd be a good idea to show everyone how to pump gas. I've had a couple of you do it for the Next Step vehicle. And during those two times, I had to go through a lot of different things. So I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to teach all of you how to pump gas into a vehicle. All right, so I'm going to switch this around. So as you can see, this is my truck here, and over here is the gas. It's kind of hard to see. There it is. So I'm a little less than half. All right. So I don't absolutely need gas right now, but I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to show you how to do this and not take too much time on it. But you should never let your gas tank get under a quarter of a tank. The reason for that is that you never know if you have to take a quick trip. You never know, especially in the winter, it might freeze up. So that could be an issue. So you want to make sure that a quarter a tank is about the lowest you get on it, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut off the vehicle, and you should always shut off the gas, all right? And now I'm going to get out. I'm just going to grab my wallet here. I'm going to need that. Actually, I'm going to take my card out, and I'm going to pay with a bank card, but you can pay for cash or credit. Now this one here, and I'll show you that in a second, doesn't have a difference, but a lot of gas stations, there is a charge for the company to use a credit card, for them to use it, for them to have the privilege of having you pay for credit card. So with this credit card, sometimes you have to pay a few cents more a gallon, and I can show you that another time. So here we go. I'm going to do that and flip this around here. And so there's a spot for you to put your card, and so I will put it in. I'm going to put this away here. All right, so now it's in, and it says to leave card inserted. Sometimes it says to pull out quickly, so I'm waiting. It's my MasterCard. They're processing. One moment. All right, and then it's asked me to remove the card, so I am going to remove it. And I'm just going to put it back in my wallet here. All right, and then it says to lift handle and select fuel. But first, I want to get this untied. So remember, we turn it to the left to unloosen it, and there it is. So now it says lift the handle. I want to lift it, and I want to make sure that this stays up. You don't want to bend this down. And then I have three choices. I have regular gas at 197.9, 227.9, and 247.9. So just quickly on that. So the 9 at the end is 9/10 of a cent. And I know that sounds weird, and only gas companies can get away with this apparently. But so basically, instead of 197.9, it's 198, and that's the one I'm going to go with, the 87 octane. And so right now, you want to make sure you put it right in and make sure it goes all the way, and then you squeeze, and that's it. So while it's going on, I'll show you that the top number is how much you're going to pay. The bottom number is, as you can see, in gallons. So I just hit 1 gallon. So 1 gallon, as you can see, is 1.979. So that's basically $1.98 for every gallon of gas I put into this vehicle. All right. So this truck has a pretty good sized tank, about 27 gallons. So it's about half full right now. So I should put in close to 15 gallons, I would guess, by the time this is all said and done. So it should be right around $30, give or take. All right. So as you can see, there's three different octanes, 87, 89, and 93. The more octane you have, the more power you have. I don't use the truck really for more than getting around for the most part, so I don't need a lot of power. I don't need a lot of octane. So 87 is fine, though some vehicles do say that they say recommended to get plus, or get recommended premium, or recommended at least 91% octane, all right? So the octane rating of 91. So like I said, most of them offer these three. Now, some offer diesel gas. Some engines run on what's called diesel fuel. The diesel nozzle is actually bigger, so it's almost impossible to put that in there, in this. However, if you have a diesel engine, you want to make sure you're very careful. So it just ended. Now, it ended up turning off by itself. So watch this. I'm going to turn this around. Watch. If I do this and hold it, and listen, see how it clicked off? It won't let you overflow it, all right? Now, when you take it out, you want to tap it a little bit, make sure the gas is, and make sure you hold it up so you don't spill it on yourself, okay? And then when you put it back in, you want to put it in this top part first, up and in, okay? And once that's done, it will ask me, do I want a receipt? I'm going to put yes. All right, and the receipt is printing is what it's saying, and there it is. All right, so now I have my receipt, and I'm going to keep that with my records and make sure that I take it right out of my checking account. So I'm always keeping track what's in my checking account, right? I always want to make sure that my checking account is balanced. So I do that at the end of every night, make sure everything is set, because the last thing I want to do is overdraw my account. So now, back to here. Put this back on, and righty-tighty, right? You turn to the right, and you can hear it click. Hear that click? Almost all of them do that. And that means it's on securely. You want to make sure that it's on securely. It's dangerous not to have it on securely. And then some people, you see people driving, it's like that, right? You want to make sure it's closed, okay? Some of these are ended up being locked. Believe it or not, some people actually try to steal gas, but I don't have a lock on mine. Some offer that, but overall, I think we're pretty safe. Gas prices overall are low. So once again, when you do this, when you pump at a gas station, you want to make sure that you pay with a card. If you don't pay with a card, you can go inside and pay with cash. And you could say, put 20 bucks on. Now, if that happens, all right, this here will stop once it hits 20. All right, no matter what gallons you have. If you're full or not, if you're full, it stops automatically. But if you're not full, it does that. So as you can see, it cost me $26.45 today. I got 13.364 gallons of gas. All right. So now I will go and I will turn my vehicle back on, and it should go all the way up to full, and there it is. All right. So, so you want to make sure, obviously, like I said, if you're getting low on gas, if you end up driving someday, you want to make sure you never gets below a quarter, just in case you have to have an emergency where you have to drive. It's filled, because gas lines can freeze below that point, all right? So I hope I taught you something. Make sure, like I said, keep that handle up. Gas does drip out every once in a while, and we want to remain safe. Okay? Bye.